They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stop me dead while I...
You got up feeling very heavy. You felt it for a few days. You tried to stand up when suddenly you felt dizzy, so you sat again on the edge of your bed. Timing, your husband came and noticed that you are so pale. Babe, is there something wrong? Jungkook asked. I'm fine, you replied. Jungkook bent down to see you, but you hurriedly ran to the bathroom as he heard you throwing up. Why and what happened? He asked again in worried tone. Maybe I ate something that my stomach didn't like, you answer. Are you sure? Yeah, don't worry. Babe, why don't you get a checkup so we know what's going on with you? I have important meeting today. Maybe I'll come to you tomorrow. I'll get a checkup later before going to the cafe. Okay, tell me the result of your checkup immediately. Are you okay now? Much better after I throw up. Then let's have a breakfast, Jungkook said, and help you to wash up. Jungkook and you are married for 1 year. Your husband is a Mafia King. Your stepdad sold you to him because he owes a lot to Jungkook. At first, you are very afraid of him because you saw him accidentally kill an enemy several times. And he really very scary, especially when he is angry. As time went on, you lost your fear of him because he was kind to you and he treated you so well. One day he asked you where you want to go. Your answer was the favorite place you used to go to when your mom was still alive. Jungkook brought you to that place and he proposed to you. You were surprised, of course, as you accepted his love. Since that time, you already loved him. Truthfully, times goes by, you didn't think that your husband was a mafia because he was very sweet and caring towards you. Before going to the cafe that your husband gave you so you wouldn't be bored, you thought of going to the doctor first and you went there with your friend Mia, and now you're just waiting for your test results. Later on, the doctor came wearing a big smile. Congratulations, you're 3 weeks pregnant, the doctor said. Your eyes widen and you feel like you want to jump in joy because finally your love with Jungkook has come to fruition. You were excited to tell Jungkook the good news. You're about to call him, but you thought you want him to be surprised. So you tell Maya that you're not going to the cafe because you want to prepare dinner for your husband, and that's where your good news will be told. Before you go home, you go to the grocery store to buy the ingredients for the dish you will cook. After that, you go home. You saw your husband's cars. You knew he was there. You're about to enter the living room, but you stop when you heard them talking about you. I hope I'm just wrong in my suspicion. About what, boss? I hope my wife is not pregnant. But why? Is that good news if she is pregnant because finally your family is complete, boss? I don't want to have a child. I'm afraid that my child will be used by my enemies against me. Even now, I can't sleep because of fear for my wife's life. That's why I'm watching her in a secret so that YN won't be afraid. What if your wife is pregnant, boss? I'll get rid of that baby. He can't be born in this world. Your world fell apart. Your knees are shaking while holding your baby bump. You can't believe on what you heard. Your beloved husband himself wants to get rid of your baby. Mom, Wyan, what are you doing in the corner? He asked you, while you tightly held the plastic that you were carrying. Jungkook immediately stood up and went to you after hearing the butler talking to you. Babe, did you come earlier? He asked. You walked back while saying, I just arrived. What the doctor said, your husband said. Your lips are trembling in fear. You're afraid that Jungkook will know the truth. You know your husband very well. He can do what he said. You're starting to be afraid of him again. You don't want him to know the truth. You have to protect your child. I'm fine. The doctor said I just ate something that my stomach didn't like. Okay, then next time be careful, okay? You said and went to your room. You're not in a mood to cook for him because you're so confused now and don't know what to do. Time skip. After you felt that Jungkook was in his deep sleep, you carefully get up and stare at him. You start crying silently because you really love him, but you don't understand why he can't accept your child. You know later on he will be find out that you are pregnant, and before that happens, you need to leave for the safety of your baby. You are already a mother, and a mother's obligation is to protect her child, so you decided to leave him. Jungkook woke up, but you weren't in your shared bed. He looked for you, but he couldn't find you. He asked his people in the mansion, but no one saw you. Jungkook suddenly got nervous. He felt that something was wrong, so he went to your wardrobe and found out many clothes are missing, and your old suitcase is also missing. At that time, Jungkook knows that you purposely left the house, but he can't understand why. What's the problem? Why did you do this to him? He tried to call you over and over again, but your phone is not reachable. He's slowly getting angry and orders his men to find you as soon as possible. This is my uncle's house, but they are in Canada. It's a bit far from Seoul, so you are safe here. Are you sure you're okay alone here? Oh, Mia, you need to go to the cafe because Jungkook will suspect you that we're together if you will stop working there. Alright, fine. I'll visit you here every week on my day off. But be careful, Jungkook might follow you. You know my husband is a mafia. Don't worry, I'll be careful. What if he finds you? He can use all his connection to find you. No matter what happens, I will not allow him to kill our baby. I will protect my child, even if my life is at stake. Every day, Jungkook didn't stop looking for you. He already asked Mia, but the only answer was that she didn't know where you were. Almost every day he got drunk because of anger that he felt and repeatedly asked himself if he did something wrong. Why did you leave him? How dare you, Wyan? How could you do this to me? Where are you? I miss you. "6 months later." Jungkook was very drunk in the bar when suddenly a girl came. He sat beside him and touched his hand. "Why are you alone here? Do you want to have fun?" the girl said. Jungkook gave her a death glare and pulled his gun. "Don't touch me. The only girl who has the right to touch me is my wife. If you're going to touch me again, I'll blow your head off. Get out!" he yelled in anger as the girl ran away from Jungkook. The doctor came after David called him to remove the remaining broken pieces of glasses from Jungkook's hand. He lost his mind again last night and punched the glasses while calling her name. "Dr. Jun, my wife asked me why does YN didn't come to see up on her again. Is the baby okay?" Jungkook opened his eyes and asked, "What do you mean by baby?" The doctor can't say anything since he wasn't your doctor. He told Jungkook to call her wife, and Jungkook found out that you were pregnant. And when you found out that you were pregnant, you are very excited to tell him, so you wanted to surprise him. Jungkook remembered that day he and David talked, and now Jungkook realized the reason why you left. You left because you were afraid of him. You left because you were afraid of losing your child, because you hurt him that day. This is the month you will give birth. It's a good thing that Mia was there. She took for 2 weeks leave. She said she's going back to the province, but she lied. She's just very worried that you will give birth without her. And since Jungkook didn't doubt her, Jungkook let her. The problem is because you were under too much stress when you were pregnant. The doctor advised you to do a cesarean procedure for your safety and the baby's safety. The cesarean is very expensive. It's a good thing you remember the emergency ATM that Jungkook gave, so you decided to use it since your savings are not enough. Boss, Ma'am YN used the emergency ATM just now. Where? Hospital bills in the province. Finally, I found you. Let's go. After 6 hours of sleep, you finally woke up and you found yourself in the hospital room. You look around and saw Maya, but you were wondering why she looked so scared until your eyes landed on a familiar face. It's Jungkook, and he was holding your son. In fear, your eyes widened and you want to stand up to grab your baby from him, but you can't because your stitches still hurts. Babe, don't move. Your wound might open. How did you find us? Ko, please, let us leave. Don't kill my son. I can't live without my son. Please, give me my son. Please. You said while reaching your hand to him to give your sons back to you. It's like Jungkook's heart is breaking when he sees you like that. He realizes how scared and traumatized you are because of his one word. He just burst in tears and hugged you. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I just said that words without thinking. I'm sorry. I didn't know that because of that, it would have this effect. Please, don't be afraid of me. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. I am here to rebuild our family. No, I heard you clearly. You want to get rid of my child. I was wrong when I said that. I didn't think about it. And I blame myself. When I found out that was the reason why you left me, I really regret that. When I see my son now, I was so happy. And I can't hurt him. I can't hurt my own child. Why? And believe me, please. Forgive me. I don't know, Jungkook, but I don't trust you anymore. I know. That is the consequences of what I've said. I understand you, but please give me a chance to prove to you that I already regret it. Okay, you want a chance? Fine, I give you. But you can't touch my child. And if I feel uncomfortable, let us go. Promise. Promise. For past 2 weeks since you come with Jungkook again, he didn't really approach you. He just looked at you and his son from afar. One day, Jungkook had just arrived when he heard his sons crying. He entered the room and saw you sleeping, but his son was awake. Shh, don't be noisy. Your mom is sleeping. Maybe she's tired of watching over you, he said, while touching the end with his son's hand. As if his sons understood what Jungkook said, because he suddenly became silent and just looked at him. You wake up and saw Jungkook. He immediately moved backwards, was saying, I'm sorry, babe, if I came closer, because I heard him crying. You didn't answer. You just look at your son and give him breast milk. It keeps happening like that. Sometimes you woke up and your child's diaper has been changed. Sometimes you catch Jungkook talking to his child in the distance. And every time that happens, you just pretend to be asleep and cry silently because you are also hurt. Because you know he wants to hold his son. You can feel his sincerity to his son. One night, because you are very tired, you really fall asleep. When you woke up, your son wasn't by your side. You suddenly get up and panic until you saw Jungkook sleeping in the sofa while carrying his son, who was also sleeping on his chest. You slowly approach them and stare at them, but Jungkook suddenly wakes up. I'm sorry, he was crying so I picked him up so you wouldn't wake up, Jungkook explained, and about to give his son to you, but you suddenly hug him. Starting today, I let you to hold him. Really? He said, and started crying. I'm sorry if I said that I don't trust you anymore. It's okay, I understand. You have a right to say that. I'm sorry, YN. I know I hurt you so badly. I want to forget that, Jungkook. Can we start again? Promise, I will be a good father and husband to you. Let's start again. As Jungkook hugged you and kissed the forehead of his son. The end. Thank you for watching, Koobies. Good night.